And what I learned was that these people that I was going to play were not me. And that's the thing I had to look at was how were they similar to me and how were they different from me. And I had to cover those bases so I could understand what makes them different and what makes them similar, and therefore I could create this person that's not living my life, it's living someone else's life. And so that's just how I've approached it, and I guess that maybe people call that character acting, but that's just how I approach acting, period.
What you just saw on the excerpt was the Oscar-winning actor Philip Seymour Hoffman talking about his approach to different character roles he played. If you have been following his filmography, this man has aced every role with ease. He didn't just transform his body and personality for the role, but also the tone and the timbre of his voice according to the need of the character.
I just picked up that crown, put it on my head, and I was the greatest. Goddamn.
Shut up! Shut up!
What you wanted.
Yes, sir. Yeah, my friend, I'm gonna need you for a second.
Filming all that time in Italy, and I worked like mad all day long and then dashed down to the bar.
But this video is not about him. This video is about someone who I felt is just like him, who is constantly expanding the horizons, not just in terms of an actor, but as an artist. When it comes to Nepali audiences, we have been habituated with mediocrity so much that even an average performance is celebrated with much fervor. This is the world where overdoing is considered great, but in this crowd we have one particular actor who stands out by margin from the rest.
एक्टरहरुमा तपाईलाई प्रभावित पारेको नेपाली चलचित्रमा अहिले काम गरिरहेका एक्टरहरु
सुरुमा चाहिँ मलाई सौगात मल्ल मन पर्थ्यो अहिले मन पर्न छोडिसक्यो दया चाहिँ मेरो एकदम मिल्ने साथी पनि हो उले धेरै सम्भावना भएको एक्टर लाग्थ्यो उसको कामहरु मलाई मन पर्दैन अहिले विपिन कार्की अलिअलि मन पर्छ मलाई अरु खासै कलाकारहरु मन पर्दैन विपिन कार्की मात्र अहिलेसम्म अलिअलि त्यो पनि.
Just agreeing with what Min Bahadur Bham said, yes, we are going to talk about Bipin Karki and why, in my view, he is the greatest actor of Nepali movie industry. Bipin started his career as an audience and drama enthusiast in 2005 who would go and watch the plays in Gurukul Theatre. Trying to follow on the footsteps of Kamal Mali Nepal, who was from the same village as him, Bipin slowly started to gain interest towards theatre. Then he started to sell tickets and perform odd jobs at the Gurukul Theatre. Later, he started getting small roles in the plays as well. Many of us know him from his breakthrough role of Bhasme Dawn from the movie Pashupati Prasad, which also won him National Film Award. But even before that, he had done many minor roles in different movies like Kalopoti, Suntali, Chadke, Tandav, Loot and Acharya. From the minuscule role of that of a thug in 2011 movie Acharya and 2012 movie Loot to slightly noticeable worthy performance in Chadke and Tandav, Bipin had constantly struggled to reach where he stands today. From his struggle days, we can see his appreciation for art more than ever that reflects in his every characters.
So, हामी सानो रोलबाट आएको दाइ हैन मैले फर्स्ट फिल्ममा पैसै पाएको थिएँ हैन आयो अब के दिन्छ होला भन्ने आशा लाग्ने के यत्रो काम गरेको छ राति आएको छ दिन्छ होला जस्तो लाग्ने तर उहाँहरुलाई चाहिँ मैले उद्धार गरिदिरहेको छु यसको कहाँ चान्स दिइरहेको छु पैसा कुरा भात खान भने जस्तो टाइपको बिहेभ गर्नुहुन्थ्यो.
Now, let's acknowledge the burning questions, like why does he stand out? What does he do that many don't? And the biggest of them all, what makes Bipin Karki great? So, let's dive further.
The actor, I believe, should do more than stage acting. That's only part of his job. He must know his character, he can feel it, immerse himself in it, but at the same time, he is not giving only a stage performance. His face and the use of his face visually is very important because he is going to look, we are going to cut to what he sees, and we're going to cut back to how he reacts. His face is very important.
Just like what Hitchcock said, acting is knowing the character in the first place and immersing oneself into the character such that when the camera rolls, you embody this character as a whole. Acting is not just about memorizing lines and performing the dialogues in front of camera. It's about getting into the shoe of the character you are portraying, truly feeling the character's emotion and presenting the audiences the same in a believable way. Now, if you take any one particular character from the filmography of Bipin Kargi, you would feel that no other actor would have aced the role and done better than Bipin himself. We feel these characters were meant for him and only him to portray. Whichever role Bipin was casted in, he has not just done complete justice to it, but actually accentuated it. Bipin knows his characters inside and out such that his real personality is blurred out within the character and he becomes the living embodiment of that particular character. The character becomes him and he becomes the character. This man is introvert and shy in real life, but can reach up to being cocky, loudmouth, arrogant, silent and whatnot on screen. Bipin not just takes up a role for the sake of performing it, but actually prepares for many months just to get into the right size suit of the character. He doesn't compromise at all, and for this he is one of the many examples of method actors of Nepal. Let me clear what method acting is first. Method acting is a technique or type of acting in which an actor aspires to encourage sincere and emotionally expressive performances by fully inhabiting the role of the character. Or in easy words, method acting is a technique where the actor gets himself involved to fit into the character. The prime examples: Adrian Brody, who cut his weight by 30 pounds, learned to play piano 4 hours a day, left his apartment, left his car, disconnected his phone, and broke up with his girlfriend just to feel what Spielman would have gone through in the movie The Pianist. The other example of method actor is our own Arpan Thapa. So let's hear it from the man himself.
अनि सिधिसकेपछि चुला एउटा कुनामा गएर बस्थ्यो अनि अब त्यतिखेर धेरैले अब खाते साथै भनेर हेप्ने गर्थ्यो के अरे त्यतिखेर ठाउँमै भित्र बसेर कोले के भनिजान्थ्यो गाली पनि गरिरहन्थ्यो एकजनाले त मलाई दुई जना तीन जनासम्म लाताली हेरेर पनि गएछ बाटो छोड भनेर त्यसरी नै सुरु भयो भनौं न.
Similar to them, Bipin also goes full method when it comes for preparing for his role. His involvement in the character's inner psyche is such that he transforms himself into it. For his small role in The Black Hen, he didn't wear shoes and bathe for many months. For his role in Pasmain in Pashupati Prasad, he spent months at Pashupati Aadeghat and living and interacting with the young dendrite sniffers and gangs living of the Pashupatinath temple. Bipin was so much into his role that police nearly arrested him multiple times during the shooting, mistaking him as one of the crooks of Pashupatinath, and had to be intervened by the production staffs.
मेरो बाबुको कस्तो माया लागिरहेको मलाई आइज बाबु हक गरौँ आइज बाबु आइज.
Your responsibility in terms of any character, living, dead, or future, is to be as true to that character as you possibly can. I mean, if it's a bad guy, he's a bad guy. If he's a sleazeball, he's a sleazeball. If he's a good guy, he's a good guy. You can't immerse yourself in it. For the most part, you want to be able to lose yourself. That's really what the craft is about.
When physical transformation and having great looks is considered as the parameter for the great acting in this generation, Bipin continuously defies this by setting his own benchmark through his acting. Just like Morgan Freeman said, a true actor should be able to immerse himself into the character and lose him or herself into it. True acting is when an actor isn't afraid to take on challenging roles. Just like that, Bipin, through his expressions, body language and dialogue delivery, immerses himself into every new character he plays. From Pasmain of Pashupati Prasad, who is a crook, arrogant and a person with territorial behavior and talks in a rather husky tone, to Goldie of Naka, who is a drug peddler smuggling people across the Nepal-China border and speaking in a rather loud tone.
एक दिन त त्यो शंकर भेट होला नि भेट्यो भने आमा कसम म त्यसलाई ल्याएर यहाँ बागमतीमा काट्छु लागे बाबुको मान्छे हैन मालला कविता मलाई छोडेर जान लाग्यो.
While in Selfie King, he is a rather silent and drunk comic artist who believes in his pride and fame is above all. But in Chadke, as a character of Bindu, he is a loudmouthed, arrogant and a hot-headed thug, usually screeching while putting out his words.
अनि ताचिकनलाई जन्माउन आउँछ अंश दिनु आउँदैन किन जन्माको त मलाई मेरो अंशले 5 लाख नत्र मुद्दा हाल्दिन्छु बुझे त्यसको डराइदिर
यो मुलाई स्टारडम सेलिब्रिटी पपुलारिटी फेम भन्ने कुरा छ नि मुतको न्यानो जस्तो मात्रै हो. एकछिन तातो हुन्छ मजा आउँछ एकछिन पछि घिन लाग्न थाल्छ गनाउँछ.
The range of characters he has portrayed till now shows the versatility and range of this man. From the comic role of Varendra to rather emotional role of Baburam and Prashad, this man has aced every one of them. The unreliable portrayal of 4 completely different characters in Hari speaks volume about Bipin Karke's acting chops. This man not just keeps experimenting with his character's looks, tone, physicality, body language, posture, and the character's demeanor, but also with his accent and the timbre of the voice to match the demands of the character which he is playing.
क्यारेक्टर भनेको मेरो बुझाइ आफ्नो बुझाइ हुन्छ हैन म एकदम भेरिएसन्स हुनुपर्छ अथवादेखि मैले अर्को मुभीमा गरेको छु भने सेम क्यारेक्टर कहिले हुँदैन त्यो चाहिँ होइन त्यो अर्कै मान्छे हो अथवादेखि अर्कै त्यसैले फ्रेस न्यू क्यारेक्टर ब्रान्ड न्यू क्यारेक्टर निकाल्नुपर्छ भन्ने खालको सोच भएको मान्छे. अनि मैले हेर्ने दृष्टिकोण पनि अब गर्ने क्यारेक्टरलाई केही समथिङ न्यू चाहियो. मैले खोज्नै पर्छ मैले यो सबै गरिसकेको छु अब के न्यू हुन सक्छ त.
Listening is really what acting is all about for movies. It's not like theatre. It's an entirely different situation. And that is the greatest piece of advice I can give to someone who wants to act in movies, is to listen and react.
From the teaching of many great actors, the majority do believe that acting is listening and reacting to it. Without listening and instead of reacting, when you hurry up to speak dialogues, you will get results something like this.
मैले कल गर्दा तिमी रिसिभ गर्दैनौ मैले टेक्स्ट गर्दाखेरि तिमी रिप्लाई ब्याक गर्दैनौ हामी भेट्दाखेरि तिमी बिचमा कहाँ जान्छ मलाई थाहा पनि हुँदैन तिम्रो अरु कोही छ भने चाहिँ मलाई भन यसरी मलाई टर्चर नगर
तिम्रो केटीहरुको प्रब्लमै छ के तिमीलाई बोयफ्रेन्ड चाहिएको कि बडीगार्ड हो.
But while keeping calm and actually listening to whatever the co-actor is speaking and thus genuinely reacting to it will create you moments like this.
मेरो जग्गामा कसैले पाइला राखोस् न म त्यसलाई गिडी दिन्छु गिडिस गोरे पशुपति र हनुमान दाइ
यहाँ आइस् त साला पशुपति र हनुमान भन्छस् गुण्डा गर्दै गरे पनि धर्म कर्ममा अझै पनि आस्था छ मेरो बुझिस
दाइ मैले साच्चै गएको भनेको हो त.
This is what separates Bipin apart from the other garbage actors. Now, improvising is the art of expressing and portraying an act without preparation, which is not written anywhere in the script, by personal preparation and knowledge. Bipin seems to be a master of it. Many scenes which are spontaneously shot, Bipin indulges himself to so much into the act and the character that there are many instances of improvising in scenes such that even directors are sometimes confused.
त्यसमा चाहिँ मैले कस्तो भने एउटा त्यो टङ स्लिप हुन्छ नि एउटा कुरा भन्दा अर्को भनिने एउटा रिसमा भने जस्तोमा चाहिँ त्यो व्यक्त गरिराखेको थिएँ. अनि मैले बाख्राले बाघ भनेर त्यो भनेर बाघले बाख्रा खाए जस्तै भनौँ न त्यसरी भनेको थिएँ क्या मैले भस्मेकै उसमा चाहिँ. अनि त्यो कुरा चाहिँ डिरेक्टरलाई मैले भनिनँ होइन म यस्तो गर्दैछु भनेर. तर उहाँहरूले चाहिँ के बुझ्नु भएछ भनेदेखि चाहिँ यो बिग्रिरहेछ बिर्सिरहेछ भन्ठान्नु भएछ कि उहाँहरूले. तर म बिर्सेको थिइनँ मैले त्यस्तै गरिराखेको थिएँ होइन.
सालालाई भेट्यो भने बाख्राले के अरे बाघले बाख्रा खाए जसरी खाइदिन्छु घाँटीमा.
We still have to see a lot more of this man. His new movie, Ke Ghar Ke Dera, is being shot and in pre-production scene. This man keeps pushing his own boundaries to present the audiences with unprecedented characters, keeps experimenting, does understand the true essence of acting, and that's why, in my view, Bipin Karki is the greatest actor of Nepali movie industry. Mic drop.
त्यसको नाम बिन्दु मेरो नाम बिन्दु बुझे सा गए पनि दाजु बहिनी भन्दैन यार
दिने हैन जेना
नाचे गाए चमके मन बहलाए रे भैया
राज समाजको फिल्म गोर्खाली ठुल्दैमा ठ्याक्कै यही सिन छ ल
उन्डा फाल्नेमा उजुमा 3 गिलास हुँदा खान
आइमा खाया उधारो खर्च गर्नु भएन
मकन जहिले पुन्नु नलुट पडाउ हे अखै गिलास हाल
यो त हेर्न भए चाखौँ है
माल त मलाई छ नि दाइ त के हार्नु चिकन चाहिँ मिल्दैन
धेरै बोल्ने बानी उल्टै गल्छ हानी
यहाँ हेर त
एकछिन न दाइ
आके त
एकछिन न दाइ
हजुर या
एकछिन न के दाइ
ए सबै औषधि खाइदिउँ
गोरु लगाएको 200 हो बोका लगाएको 50 हो जोत्न त म मरे पनि भ्याउँदिन
I am a man of schedule. हजुरको छोरीको हात मात्रै भए पनि काटेर लिएर जानु पर्ला जस्तो छ
हामीले मर्नलाई गाई पालेका हौ र माधवजी हामीले त बाँच्नलाई पालेका हौ मैले किन पट्याउनु पर्थ्यो र नारायणीले नि मलाई पट्या ए बुबा पो आइसकेछ त बुबा दर्शन.
So yeah guys, that's it for this video. Do write down in the comment section below what are your thoughts on the video and your favorite performance of Bipin Karki and your favorite movie of Bipin Karki. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle name is on your computer or mobile screen. It goes by movie_geek_Nepal. And if you want me to keep making such videos, kindly support by smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel by pressing the bell icon so that you don't miss whenever I upload a video, even though it's once in a blue moon. We'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.